This one comes from Jamie, who says, I have a disease. It could be called achievementitis. I have no problem playing Nintendo games without all the built-in achievement systems. My problem is the third-party games. I would love to play the Final Fantasies or indies on Switch, but I feel I'm missing out. I know this is a me problem, but does anyone else on the panel feel the same way? Do we think there will be a quirky Nintendo trophy system on the new console? Jada, this one's here for you.
I have the same problem. I love playing on my Switch, but there is some stupid little endorphin serotonin boost I get for working towards trophies when I play on my PlayStation. And so a lot of times my Switch has become my Nintendo exclusive handheld. Like that's all I tend to mess around with on top of like going back into the online catalog for the virtual consoles and such. This is like, going back to PS3 era when trophies and stuff first introduced. I noticed that my time with Nintendo handhelds has waned, and it's not any reason of like any negative on Nintendo. It's just for me, I am such a completionist, and achievements add another tier to that completionist level for me. Because growing up, I didn't get a lot of games, so I had to squeeze every little bit out of every single game, and so that was one of those things that just kind of got ingrained with me. And achievements just kind of, I don't know, took advantage of that. Just kind of gelled well with me, with my style of gameplay that I just kind of grew up with. So I hope Nintendo does have something similar to that, because I would like to, be more convinced to play things on Switch too. I don't think it needs it though. I also do enjoy when I play on my Switch too, if I do pick up like a small indie game, like I was playing Peglin a couple months ago. I did like how freeing it was to just sit down and play it. It is I actually like Nintendo for not having it as well, because I know when I sit down, I'm playing something on Switch, whether it's for the pod or just because something looks interesting and it's only on Switch. I'm like, I don't have to worry about this stuff. I'm just going to play it and enjoy it. And that is nice. But I see both sides of the coin. So I get it. I feel you, Jamie.
Yeah, I think for me, growing up as a Nintendo gamer, achievements and trophies have just never really been a part of my gaming DNA. On PlayStation, I will go for the platinum if I really, really love a game and do want to just get everything. Like Astrobot, I got the platinum in something like that. Or like Sonic Frontiers, I love that game, I got the platinum in that game. But usually it's not something on my mind. And when I think about if Nintendo's going to have a trophy system, I think that you need to think about decisions that Nintendo will make. How is that going to benefit them? And I don't really see the benefit for Nintendo spending resources on a trophy system, because for Xbox and PlayStation, it's about kind of reinforcing loyalty to your most hardcore players. When there's a multi-platform game that comes out and we publish a video of how does it look on Xbox Series X versus PS5, and it's barely different, how are these people choosing which platform to play on? Well, I want to improve my gamer score, or I want the platinum trophy, right? That's a big decision for people that identify as PlayStation gamers or Xbox gamers. Nintendo doesn't need that differentiating factor because its hardware is so different and its exclusive software library is so different. Nintendo doesn't need a trophy system to convince people to play games on their system, because Zelda is only on the Switch and the majority of their game sales are first party. So there's no big benefit, I think, for them spending it. And they reinforce loyalty in other ways, like with the platinum and gold coins, which they're partially sunsetting, but they'll introduce something new. They have other ways, I think, to reinforce loyalty with Nintendo fans, but mostly it's their software. They don't need it at all.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Nintendo, the only thing I would want would be like we talked about the other day, and I've already forgotten it. The game with the crane and you got stuff for your themes.
Badge
Arcade. Thank you. I would like to see something like that. But as far as achievements, when they first hit the Xbox 360, I was completely obsessed with achievements. I was just going like that one in, I think it's Halo Reach. We have to like jump down and execute a guy at the exact, like, it's super hard. I spent like 4 hours trying to get that achievement. And then at one point I just stopped caring about the achievements and I stopped chasing them. And I'm like, for PlayStation, I've never really cared about the trophy system. I've never platinumed a game. It doesn't appeal to me. So unless Nintendo does a modified system that's maybe game specific, or it's like a game that's built into the hardware so you can decorate your themes if they were to even have themes or something special like that, then I might care. I might go out of my way to try to do these kind of weird things. But ultimately it's a lot of it's kind of gimmicky. I mean, you didn't have to jump off that cliff and stab that guy in the head in Halo Reach, but if you did, you got 25 space points next to your name. So yeah.
So I agree that they don't need to do it, but I actually disagree. I think they might, or at least in some
Oh.
fashion, put in support for some form of achievement system, whether that's optional or what. And the reason why I think they might do it is because everybody else is doing it. And so many of the games that are coming to Switch already have the setup for this. Like they have to have achievements for Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox. So they've already done the work. And my understanding is that a lot of developers have kind of wanted them to do it because it's a source of useful player data, is what it is. Like it tells you how many. I mean, obviously some games, like especially big companies, have like tracking data on like everything you're doing in the game. But a lot of people
Nintendo,
don't.
They do too.
Including Nintendo. But a lot of developers don't. Like they just kind of just play the game and whatever. And achievements can be a really useful source of data to figure out, okay, how many people did this? How many people did this? And
how many people beat the game? Like there's so many like games on PlayStation where it's like I look at the finish the game trophy, gold trophy, and it's like 12%. I'm like, what? Like this game sold, like we got sales numbers that this game sold like 5 million copies and only 12% finished it. That's kind of crazy. So
so that could be really useful data for people. And I feel like there has been sort of a cry for Nintendo to do it, not because people want to be hardcore gamers about it, but just because that stuff already exists elsewhere. It's just kind of weird that if you're playing on Nintendo, you just automatically don't have access to that if you want it. I actually personally would like it. I'm not an achievement person at all. I normally do not care, but I play a very specific variety of weird games where often there will be, I will look at Steam achievements as I near the end of the game to see if there's stuff that I'm missing. Whether it's like story stuff. A really good example, which I'm sneaking in here because we didn't have time to talk about what I'm playing, which is Everhood 2. I've been playing Everhood 2. I'll talk about it more in a future week. But the end of that game came up, and I genuinely did not know if I had beaten the game or not. I could not tell. And so I was scrambling around trying to figure out, did I beat this game? Is there more to it? Am I missing something? What's going on? Did I not understand the end of this game? And I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I realized, I'll just go look at the Steam achievements and see like if there's any descriptors that indicate to me what the end point of the game is. And I was able to, from there, sort of figure out what I had done and what I had yet to do. So that's a very offbeat example, but I've actually had this problem multiple times with several like sort of unusual games that I play. Also, sometimes I just get a little bug and there's like one specific achievement that I really want. Like there was one in Nier Automata when I was playing it. There was like one achievement in fishing that I just for some reason decided I really wanted to get, and so I did. So I think it's just nice to have. It's annoying that it's just not there at Nintendo.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, it's annoying.
Great points.
It's also annoying that you have to download an app if you want to actually see your playtime of a game, like the actual hour count. Like they make you jump through so many ridiculous hoops. So yeah, I get your point. Other developers do want it. And it goes to the point where some games just have the achievements built into the game itself. Like Balatro, the Steam achievements are just on an achievements page within the game itself. So when it unlocks for Steam or wherever you're playing it, also unlocks in there. So some games already kind of have achievements on Switch because the developers are just going the extra step to actually put it in the game. I don't know. I could go either way on this after hearing all the arguments because I still think, yeah, it'd be nice to have. Everyone else is doing it. Everyone else is doing a lot of things Nintendo just doesn't care about doing. And you're right. It's valuable data. But Nintendo has that data internally, whether they share it with us or not. Nintendo knows who developed a game, whether they share it with us or not. Right? They have it. They don't care about giving it to us. So.
They know who Mario is.
Yeah, they know who voices Mario. Yeah, it took us a few extra months to find out. But yeah, cool. So hopefully, listeners, that gives you an idea of what kind of questions we're looking for, because those were both really fun discussions.